is live indeed. Winston is watching the dog. The dog is watching today. Woo, woo. That's Jamie's dog. I see my Periscope peeps in the heezy and my YouTube peeps in the heezy. Hey. Foxhill Dreams wants to know, why is she not sad? Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad, and this is a Storytime. I see my friend Shane out there saying that he loves this music and wants to know where he can purchase it. Shane, I believe Shane is a he, yeah? Doesn't matter, he or she, whatever. This is like copyright-free music. I downloaded it from this website, Epidemic Sound, I think it is. It's like YouTube-safe music. So there you go, Shane. Go look that up. So happy, what day is today? Hump Day. Happy Hump Day, guys. We have a lot of content ahead of us, so I'm going to try to keep this thing moving. And as you know, I do like to start off with a brief summary of the stories we are covering today. That's my segment. It's called Stories of the Day. Stories of the Day. Trump Plaza Casino in Atlantic City was imploded today, just like Spanky McDumbass. Rush Limbaugh died, and spoiler alert, I did not shed a single tear. Joe Biden shined in a town hall last night on CNN. Texas is still freezing, and politicians want to play the blame game, but I can give you one guess where the blame belongs. Last but not least, Greg Abbott is today's raggedy biatch. Raggedy biatch. Yes. Now, before I get started with the rest of the rigmarole, I got a fun fact for you guys, and I want you to pay attention. This is important. It's not really a fun fact. It's just a fact. Yesterday, Brooklyn Dad Defiant was suspended from Twitter. Yes, and it was so fast that you didn't even notice. I didn't even have time to complain about it to anybody. I got off the show. I believe that's when it happened. I got off the show, and I looked at Twitter, and it says, "You are locked out." And I was like, what? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. Yeah, so apparently, back in 2019, I posted a tweet. Yeah, I'm suspended. This is crazy. I posted a tweet saying that it was a rough day, and it's nice to come home and relax. Seriously, this was like the most innocuous, boring tweet you can imagine, except that I posted a video clip of me playing my album the Beatles, Abbey Road, the song Come Together. Yeah, so there it is. Boom! That's what you call the DMCA strike. DMCA stands for Digital Millennial Copyright Act. Bullshit. I don't get that because I bought the album. I'm playing it on my record player, Wax, and they dinged me for it. So at first I thought it was, some stupid troll. These trolls are always trying to mess with me. They are always messing with me. But, this was a tweet from back in 2019. And then I got an email from Twitter saying, you're in violation. And they showed me a letter they got from, I don't know if it was Universal Music Group or something like that. They showed me a letter and they showed like a whole shitload of people were dinged for that. So I deleted the tweet. So I'm saying this to bring it to your attention. Please be careful with what you post. These guys, they're not letting a penny, a nickel or a penny go by, you, even if you're playing your own shit, something you bought a DVD, you bought a record, whatever, they're going to hit you for it. So be mindful. Don't say I didn't warn you about this. All right. So yes, some folks in the audience here mentioned that this morning, Brooklyn Dad did appear with my friend Ben Dixon on his show, Like It or Not. And like it or not, we had some technical issues that prevented me from joining the show for about 45 minutes. So I apologize to you guys that were waiting at 9:30 for me to pop in. At the time, I was sitting in the green room, like waiting to be led into this Zoom call. And, what the hell do I know, Yeah, this dang thing don't work. It says buffering. Oh, man, I didn't know you could do that through the interwebs. Yeah, so anyway, Ben Dixon is a very sharp, intelligent, dynamic young man with a great show. He's got awesome effects and nice music and co-host. He's fancy. He's also the guy who put me onto this thing, Restream, that allows me to see my friends. Pasta D says I represent it. Now, for instance, Pasta D is telling me that from Periscope, which is cool, except now I don't get the views on YouTube, so damn it. It's fine. You guys, I want to make it easy for you. You guys have been with me so long. I do appreciate those of you who tune in faithfully. We are like a family. So I actually didn't get to look at my, to view my video. I do see some pictures up there. I took some snapshots of the show, but yeah, that was, whoops, not yet. That was fun. Let me cut this off here and get the Get Funky music off. All right. So, let's see what's next. Oh, okay. I did say that I was going to do a new feature called Timeline Cleanse. So now is that time for the Timeline Cleanse. Timeline Cleanse. Yeah, that's my voice. You didn't know I could sing? I can't. Anyway, I'm on this thing with dogs now. I love dogs. I love cats too, but not as much as I love dogs. So here's one instance. We're on the whole theme of freezing, right? There's a lot of people in America that are freezing. Finally, folks down south know what it's like up north to be freezing. Fun fact, I am wearing 2 pairs of socks today. I kid you not. I'm wearing 2 pairs, one black, one white, because they're thick. That's all. I didn't plan it like that. But yeah, it's cold up in here, and I got the heater on all day, little space heater. Cold. That's why I'm wearing this thing. So anyway, there was one little pup who enjoys the cold, and he wasn't taking no for an answer.
Okay, for all you people wanting me to bring my dog inside. Malachi, come inside.
Listen.
Come inside. Come on.
He said
come
no.
inside. I can get in trouble for animal cruelty if you do not come inside. Come on. Malachi.
No. He said
come.
no.
Okay, for all you people wanting me to bring my dog inside. Malachi, come inside. Come inside. Come on. Come inside. I can get in trouble for animal cruelty if you do not come inside. Come on. Malachi.
Yo, that dog said no. You got to get him on one of those late shows and have him do that shit again on Command or something. Yeah, those Huskies apparently, as Stella Baxter points out, they are made for the cold weather. So one pup that is not made for the cold weather is our pup, Rainy. And you guys have been following the chronicles of Rainy Meets the Kittens, right? So it's coming along. It is actually coming along, and you guys will be happy to know that she is at least made herself tolerable to one of the kittens. It is Mars who will tolerate her. Just barely. This is me creeping up behind Mars. And she's just peeking around the corner. She's not, she's very curious. Very curious. Oh, I gotta hide this and hide that. And Rainy now has new friends. She just wants to sniff the butt. Yeah, please. Hold still. Wait. Where are you going? What? Oh, man. Dad, I didn't do nothing wrong. I just wanted to sniff it. Yes. So they are starting to get along, I guess. I saw this scene play itself out at least 4 times today, and that's just one of the times I was able to capture it. Cats and dogs, they never like do the cool stuff when you're ready. When you got the camera and you're ready to film, they're like looking away, they walk away, they do nothing. As soon as you put away they're like the WB frog. They're like, singing and dancing. So in other news, apparently Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump are having a falling out. I don't give a damn. Let them fight. I love memes. I'm going to try to bring some more memes into the show. Yeah, look, but I don't care at all. They're both horrible, horrible people. Mitch let him off the hook for impeachment. He voted to acquit. And then he roasted him afterwards, said how he was guilty and all that bullshit. Like he's going to get some brownie points for it. No, dude, you let him walk. You should have convicted. And you know what? If he wanted to, Mitch could have convinced some of the people in his caucus enough to vote to convict. He could have, but he didn't, So that after that, Trump is very vindictive. The vindictive is his middle name. And so here comes his strongly worded letter, which was absolutely, positively not written by Trump. I guarantee it was probably Stephen Miller. So Likewise, McConnell has no credibility on China because of his family's substantial Chinese business holdings. Holy shit. He's just going in at McConnell and his wife, Elaine Chao, who was a member of his cabinet. The Democrats and Chuck Schumer played McConnell like a fiddle. They never had it so good, and they want to keep it that way. You know, that sounds like him. Mitch is a dour, sullen, and unsmiling political. This is definitely not this part. I guarantee he doesn't know what dour means or sullen, and he doesn't know what any of that shit means. It was a complete election disaster in Georgia and certain other swing states. McConnell did nothing and will never do what needs to be done in order to secure a fair and just Yeah, he didn't write that shit either. In 2020, I received the most votes of any sitting president in history, almost 75 million. He has to, what a loser, man. He can't even say 75 million. He has to say almost, because really it was 74 million. And you keep saying that, Spanky, like you had the most of any sitting president. Yeah, but there's the tiny issue of that other guy who beat your ass by 7 million votes. Most in history, 81 million. 74 is not more than 81. Fun fact. That's another fun fact. It's not more. It's not. And if I had my way, they would both cancel each other out. They can both destroy each other for all I care. The world will be a better place. Let them fight. For those of you who are not familiar with that meme, that is a scene from the Godzilla movie, which I love so much. I love it. It's beautiful. What else do I love? Well, there was some destruction that happened today. But before I get onto the destruction, I'm seeing these comments here. Chrissy is saying she likes the lights around the door. Looks good. Thank you. Let's see. Dutch says Trump was on Fox today and lied again. Yes, he was on there presumably to talk about Rush Limbaugh, who he awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to, but really he was there just to talk about himself and push that election lie again. It's terrible. But I just want to mention, hey, Midas Cat is here again. Welcome. K Day says, still disturbed over the 74 million. I can't agree with you more. I don't know how he got it. I would like to see an audit of the entire election. Let's just, if you got any spare time, you got maybe 100 people who need jobs, sit them down and figure that shit out. Eric, hey, there's Weed Whacker. Eric says Trump cult math would have you think 74 million is more than 81 million. Yes. Okay, so I wanted to stop and mention to you guys, you probably noticed, hey, he hasn't done the roll call yet. Yeah, so you guys know the drill. When I got a shit ton of content, we got to skip the roll call. I'm so sorry. Eric, I've been chilling, man. I've been doing my thing. Thank you for asking. And okay, so I'm behind on the messages here. Okay, so as I mentioned before, there was some destruction that happened today. And this kind of destruction I like. Yeah. And boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. Yeah. The end of an era. The end of an era and an error. Implosion. That is right. There was an auction that was held for the right to be the one to blow up the Trump Plaza Casino in Atlantic City, and unfortunately, that auction was canceled. The bids went as high as $175,000. You gotta hate somebody really bad to to want to part with $175,000 just to blow their shit up. But anyway, it didn't happen because the person who actually owns that dilapidated, now imploded building, he said he put the kibosh on it. He's like, no, there's some safety concerns or whatever. But they did put up that $175,000 was supposed to go to a charity, the Boys and Girls Club of Atlantic City. So the owner of that building actually did pony up that money anyway. So win-win, kind of. But back in 2014, Trump sued to have his name taken off of this eyesore. Excuse me. Because it had fallen into disrepair. Go figure. You know, this guy, he doesn't know how to build or maintain anything. They say he's a developer, but really all he has developed is the ability to put his name on shit. He doesn't want to build. He doesn't want to take care of shit. He doesn't want to repair. Dude, your name is on the building. Fix it. Now, he didn't fix it. So that's why that was one. This casino was one of 3 in Atlantic City that went belly up. Crazy. It was the poorest casino in town. And later it was purchased by real billionaire Carl Icahn, who is also a Trump supporter. It's just pitiful. So that building was blown up or imploded, I guess, with 3,000 sticks of dynamite. And people paid anywhere from $10 each to $575 for the good seats, for a front seat to watch that sucker come down. I'm telling you, people, look at them scraping the letters off that eyesore of a building. People really got to despise this guy to spend money to see the demise of something that he built. So speaking of despise, there is someone else that quite a few other people despised, and he met his end today. And they say if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all, right? But what if it was a truly horrible person? What if it was a racist, misogynistic jackass who hurt way more people than he helped? Do I still have to bite my tongue? Fuck that. Rush Limbaugh died today. Hang on. What? How did I end up back here? Hang on. Oh, I'm sorry. My friend Stella and other folks are reminding me to please say, don't forget to like this broadcast and please subscribe right here. Please hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I thank you so much. Thank you for that. Yeah, so the term "rest in piss" was trending on Twitter today. So perhaps I should, maybe play some sad music to go along with this segment. Psych! Look, you don't have to feel bad if you celebrate a little bit because one of the worst humans on the planet kicked the bucket. I'm going to make it easier for you. This dude has said and done a lot of horrible things. Courtney Wilkerson on Periscope, she's saying, OMG, how am I not subscribed? Shame on you. No, this is fine. Just do it now, please. It's Brooklyn Dad Defiant on the YouTube. Thank you. And when you hit the little bell icon, it'll give you notification when I go live. I do this thing every day, same time-ish. Here's some of the horrible, awful things Rush Limbaugh has said over the years. 1, the NFL all too often... No, I'm not going to do his voice. He says, the NFL all too often looks like a game between the Bloods and the Crips without any weapons. There, I said it. It goes on. Here's another one. I think it's time to get rid of this whole National Basketball Association. Call it the TBA, the Thug Basketball Association. And stop calling them teams, call them gangs. This is the guy who got the Medal of Freedom. There was a caller someone who called into his show, and they wanted to know if black people should have they were saying black people should have a greater voice on issues. And he said they are 12% of the population. Who the hell cares? That guy. That's why I got the party music on. Woo! The objective is to dilute and eventually eliminate or erase what is known as the distinct or unique American culture. This is why people call this an invasion. And of course, aside from those things, he said things like, he said horrible things about Chelsea Clinton when she was just a little girl. He said things about Michael J. Fox. He said Michael J. Fox was faking his Parkinson's. When Ruth Bader Ginsburg announced that she had cancer, that dude celebrated. So, yeah, rest in piss, you jackass, you racist motherfucker. The world is a better place without you. I said what I said. Let's move on to some positive stuff. Last night, Joseph R. Biden appeared on CNN for a town hall. And I gotta say, back in the day, it wasn't that long ago. I'm saying, when I say back in the day, I mean a year ago. I used to get nervous when Joe would would stand at a podium in a debate or whatever. I'd get nervous because, look, I wasn't even rooting for him, okay? I was rooting for Elizabeth Warren. For the record, you guys know my story. I was rooting for Elizabeth Warren, so I wasn't rooting for him, but I knew that there was an slim outside chance that he would end up being our nominee. So I used to hold my breath when that dude, who said that? Star Shumate said he was gaffe prone. And this is long before people were talking about dementia, This is when he was still young and vibrant. Excuse me. When I say young and vibrant, I mean like 10 years ago when he was 68. I would still hold my breath and get nervous. And you don't have to do that when he's in the town hall format. When he's in town hall, that's his jam. Town hall is his groove. That's his bread and butter. He loves it. He loves it so much. He's very comfortable one-on-one with the people. And that's because he's a guy with a center, with compassion, with genuine compassion. It's not an act or a routine with him. So, overall, I think he gave thoughtful, responsible answers in this town hall. He talked about a range of issues, like just about everything. He talked about COVID-19. He talked about student debt. He talked about immigration. He talked about race and racism, minimum wage, domestic terrorism, like just he covered a whole plethora of issues. And so, like right at the top, we'll discuss one of the big things that came out was that he kind of put a hard deadline on vaccines or vaccinations. He said that by the end of July, we'll have like 600 million doses available for the entire population of America. Now, to be clear, when he said 600 doses, he didn't mean that all those doses will have been distributed by the end of July, but at least we'll have them on hand. And yes, I see Cha Cha pointing out vaccinations for teacher. He pointed out the importance of teachers getting vaccinated. He also had to address an issue about schools reopening, and in particular, I think it was about a week ago. He said something like schools would open up one day per week, and everyone was like, "Hey, wait, you said open? That's not open." It's a big deal for parents who want to work, want to get back to work, but they can't because they're homeschooling with their kids. But he addressed that, and he said, all right, so K through 8, he believes they will be able to get to 5 days of school. But he said the higher grades, they are more prone to infection than the earlier grades. So that's going to take some more finessing. Yeah. And he said that he believes things will be back to normal by Christmas. And when Trump would say things like, this will be gone by April, it'll be gone by Easter, we all knew that was bullshit because Spanky told over 22,000 lies in office. But when Joe says it, you believe him because lying is just not his thing. He's not a cheerleader. He's trying to be as responsible as possible with his comments. I see folks welcoming Roger and oh shit. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned this in above in the timeline cleanser. One of our regulars in the audience, and I probably missed this, you guys probably already covered it, but Cindy from Alaska, it's her birthday. Yay! Woo! Wait, no, I gotta jump over here for that.
Hooray!
Yeah. Happy birthday, Cindy. I'm sorry I missed that at the top of the hour. Excuse me. So some other things that he covered on the $15 minimum wage, he said that we're at $7.25 an hour. No one should work 40 hours a week and live in poverty. Amen to that. Amen to that, because $15 an hour, yeah, that would be a nice boost for the low wage earners. Those folks there's people who are making $7.25 an hour. One of them is a former coworker of mine. He was making $7.25 an hour, and my boss was proud of the fact that he was able to keep that wage so damn low, and it's disgraceful. And I saw someone over here was mentioning how cute that little girl was. There was a mother with her 8-year-old daughter who stood up and asked Joe Biden what to tell kids who are worried about getting COVID and dying. And he said, "Don't be scared, honey." And, when he says honey, you know that that word honey is in his heart, because every time he tells us a story about either Bo or Hunter, or, like, he's always talking to his kids and calling them honey. That shit is in his heart. So when he calls that little girl honey, that's coming from a good place. Um, and he spoke directly to her and told her that kids her age don't typically get coronavirus, and when they do, they very rarely pass it on. So that was a nice moment there. I also appreciated, he said he didn't want to talk about the former guy. He's done talking about the former guy. I like that. He said, I'm tired of talking about Donald Trump. And then he took it a little bit further. He said, for 4 years, all that's been in the news is Trump. The next 4 years, I want to make sure all the news is the American people. What a novel concept. Don't focus on me, focus on them. I love it. This is Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen. He also said that the nation is not divided. You have fringes on both ends, which, yes, that's true, but no, I disagree. The nation is divided. If you're going to deal with something, if you're going to deal with a problem, the way to deal with it is not to pretend that it doesn't exist. Because if you're pretending that it doesn't exist, you're not going to address it properly. It's that simple. The nation 100% is divided. In fact, 75% of Republicans actually still want Trump to be at the head of their party. 75%. And, as long as he's still out there hurling lies and bombs, we are going to remain divided. Excuse me. Last but not least, what I liked about what he said was when he was talking about actually being the president, what that's like. And he said, one thing I learned after 8 years with Barack is no matter how consequential the decision, I got to be the last person in the room with him, literally on every decision. I can make a recommendation, but I walked out of the room and it was all on him, man. Nobody else. Buck stops there. And that's where you pray for making sure you're looking at the impact on the country and a little bit of good luck at the judgment you're making. This is real shit. This is a guy who has finally stepped into the seat of power, the seat of awesome power. They often talk about the office of the president. You are endowed with awesome powers. And then when Anderson Cooper asked him if he's spoken to former presidents, he said, all of them, with one exception, picked up the phone and called me as well. With one exception. You knew damn well who the hell he was talking about. So, yeah, we picked the right guy. Every time I see him, I am reassured that, yeah, that was not a mistake. He might not have been my first or second choice, but there he is, and thank God we did that. Let's move right along to Texas. Texas is a big problem. It's a disaster that is getting worse. It's getting worse. People are freezing. They're sleeping in their cars. I've heard some unconfirmed reports, rumors that people were bringing their farm animals into the living room so that they didn't freeze to death. It could be true. I mean, why not? I'm sure people care about their farm animals and they don't want to be cruel and let them die. And it's freezing. They got no power. 3 million people in Texas are without power. And I have not seen a comment yet from Asmila J. Asmila, are you out there? Is Asmila J out there? Somebody, please. She's in Houston, and your boy Ken, actually, and Jen and Fat Tony. You guys out there? Because I haven't seen you, and need to know if those guys are all right. These are our Texas friends. I don't imagine if your boy Ken is here. Whew. That's good news. Your boy Ken is here. Jamie tells me Asmila J is here. What about Fat Tony and Jen? Are they here? You guys here? Hey, I need to know. All right. Well, I am praying for, and Leah Razuri on Periscope says she is in Texas as well. I am so glad to see you are doing well, my friend. Yeah, because if power is coming at a premium, you can't afford to be wasting power on watching my show. I mean, appreciate it, but if you got to choose between saving your juice for an emergency phone call or watching this show, you can catch this shit on replay any day of the week, twice on Sunday or something like that. Let's see. Somebody is a terrible troll. Okay, so we have let's see, Black Meganova is a troll according to you know what? You folks on Periscope, I do not have a moderator. So feel free to block them. I'm unable to do the blocking on this side. I have 4 moderators here on YouTube. So if you guys are bothered by trolls, jump on over to YouTube where we have some very capable moderators who are using the thumbs of doom. Thumbs of doom. But excuse me. Yeah, pipes are bursting. This picture right here, that's a pipe burst, and so people's houses and apartments are getting flooded. Sylvia wants to know, why are people on Periscope? Because I'm dual broadcasting it. I figure that's a good way to introduce people to the show, more people to the show. People who use oxygen tanks to breathe, they obviously can't breathe. And fire departments, like the San Antonio Fire Department, has been coming and refilling their oxygen tanks. This is a very serious crisis with no end in stake. How long can this last? Who knows? Here's the problem. And on top of that, people have no heat, no hot water, no hot food, and no way to cook. Seriously, you can imagine how this is getting worse and worse, and what's making it even worse is that it has now become like some political football, the blame game. And you know what? That shit sucks, because you already know who is to blame. They were trying to blame the Green New Deal. I got news for you. There ain't no Green New Deal in Texas. Nope. What's to blame is the deregulation, the business deregulation that allowed these companies to continue to operate without following standard procedures, like winter-proofing your shit. We ain't got to winterproof nothing. Ain't no problem here. I'm going to save a few pennies and shove them in my pocket. That's the problem with deregulation. Because everybody's not following the same rules. So these people are paying more to winterproof their shit because they're required to do so. But if you're in a state that's like, screw it, states' rights is everything. And then when disaster hits, you want to try to blame it on some imaginary villain like the Green New Deal. Well, sorry, guys. That's not what is at fault. That's not the problem. And I'm going to show you what the problem is in our next segment that the regulars on this show know we call You Raggedy Bitch. Now, that is a picture of Lindsey Graham from South Carolina, who is not in today's You Raggedy Bitch, but he's an honorary You Raggedy Bitch member. But the actual You Raggedy Bitch is none other than the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott.
What good is it?
Sean, this shows how the Green New Deal would be a deadly deal for the United States of America. Texas is blessed with multiple sources of energy, such as natural gas and oil and nuclear, as well as solar and wind. But you saw from what Trace said, and that is our wind and our solar got shut down, and they were collectively more than 10% of our power grid. And that thrust Texas into a situation where it was lacking power in a statewide basis. That was power that was spread out by that ERCOT organization that you were talking about. As a result, it just shows that fossil fuel is necessary for the state of Texas as well as other states to make sure that we will be able to heat our homes in the wintertime and cool our homes in the summertime.
Well,
Yeah, so this jackass, Greg Abbott, he found the time while his people are in crisis to appear on Sean Hannity, because that's what leaders do, right? They go on a show and they spread lies and they point the finger of blame. No, that's not what they do. By the way, for you folks in Periscope, good news. While that choppy video was playing, I figured out how to block trolls. So you found Courtney saying you found a troll. I can't promise that I will be able to stay on top of it, but I just blocked some troll who said something about BLM, some negative bullshit about Black Lives Matter. Excuse me. So let's see. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, so Greg Abbott, this guy is the leader of Texas. If I see a comment from Farmer Ven, I will block him. I haven't seen anything in the past couple of minutes. So, but in the meantime, Greg Abbott's state is in serious disarray. And what is he doing? He's appearing on Fox News, which is he's only talking to one audience then. He's only talking to one. Everybody knows that Fox News is predominantly a right-wing news organization. And you can't even really call them news. They're not even infotainment, and he's spreading lies about the fault of this problem. What he needs to do is get off the shows, get down to the nitty-gritty, and handle your business. And I don't have much to say really about Greg Abbott. He is a Trump sycophant, and he went along with a lot of the bullshit, with the whole COVID-19 crisis. He dropped the ball on that horribly. There have been food lines for miles. Every time they're talking about a food line on the news, what video are they showing? Texas. It's always Texas. Thousands and thousands of people trying to get food, which is good that they have the ability to do that. But it's bad that so many people are in desperate need of help in Texas, and it's because they keep electing jackasses like Greg Abbott. Texas, do yourselves a favor and vote his ass out. You could have had Beto O'Rourke, or anybody other than Greg Abbott. Damn it. Oh, here we got another troll right here. Add to block list. Good. Black Mega Nova, whatever. I just blocked him. What is the point of trolls? Like, they're getting their jollies from getting reactions from people. That's a really sad existence, don't you think? You know, all the energy that they expend trying to make people miserable, you know, you could make somebody happy. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And now it is time for Brooklyn Dad to do something about the lights in this place, because it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Do I have the lights ready? No? Oh, I got to sign in again. I hate it when I have to do that. Hold on. I'm almost there, guys. I'm not tweeting. Here we go. Boom. Let there be light. I said, let there be light. And there was light. I'm never going to get tired of that. All right, guys, it is now time for the Liddle'est President. And let me just take one moment to remind you guys that to please hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button right here. Subscribe to this show. We have a lot of fun here every day. Cindy says she knew that was coming. I'm so predictable. Damn it. So you can get the Liddle'est President on Amazon.com if you like it. That's fine. But if you get it on BrooklynDadDefiant.com, you get this beautiful swooshy signature. And damn it, I forgot to switch that lens out. Anyway, it's going to be blurry if I get any closer than here. Look, it says Hui Juan. Hui Juan. And it says Hui Juan because we did. Cindy says she saw my tell. Damn it. All right. Oh, here we go. We got a troll here. Another one. Boom. I love it. What are they on here? Like, do you got nothing better to do than just troll somebody? You got nothing? You know, no video game, no TV show or movie? You want to come here and say, you suck? or Trump 2024. It's no longer Trump 2020. It's now Trump 2024. Who knows? Anywho, the Liddle'est President is starring President Barack Obama. This is the closest I can get because it's blurry. Hillary Rodham Clinton. Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Joseph R. Biden, and the R stands for ready to kick that ass. And kick that as he did. Bladderbear pooping, holding the puppet strings on Spanky McDumbass. Here we go. There's that troll. I got another troll. You guys don't even know. These trolls just pop up like, he blocked me too. Excuse me. Complicit Barbie. Rudy Fuliani, Gummy McJuicebox, Kellyanne Conjob, Stephen the Snake Miller, and Mitch McTurtle McConnell. Okay, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our favoriteest page of all time, because this is Spanky McDumbass. Spanky McDumbass is sad. He used to be rich. He used to be a businessman. He used to be a TV star. He used to be the littlest president. But now Spanky McDumbass is in jail. How did he get here? Let's go back. All right, I just realized this whole damn show went by and I didn't even get to use the "you need to leave." And I see some folks saying that my block thing didn't work. I don't see them here on my chat, my combined chat. Courtney Wilkerson, if you need this book, you know what to do. Just visit brooklynDadDefiant.com. There's the website right there scrolling. Just go and grab yourself one or two. Give one to a relative or to a pesky neighbor. Say, hey, I just wanted to extend an olive branch to you. This is a funny book. Check it out. All right. So today, I think you already know. You already know what page I'm covering. Pages. Spanky wanted people to think he was a great guy. So he made up fake names and he called up newspaper reporters and he told them how great he was and he told them how much women loved him. Spanky was a huge liar. A huge liar. And unfortunately, because I have this completely worthless lens connected to the camera, I can't zoom in, but you guys know this page. He's standing on a stack of books here, and the book titles are The Art of Lying, The Best Words, Really Dumb Nicknames, Grift to Win, and Mein Kampf. But this is really the page here. Spanky used the money that his daddy gave him and he bought himself a casino. Everybody knew that at casinos, the house always wins. But after a few years, the casino closed and Spanky went bankrupt. In fact, he went bankrupt 5 times. Spanky was bad at business. And I just love that I get to use this page on the day one of his bullshit, horrible casinos went belly up. Yeah? So here he is standing with his hands turning his pockets inside out and nothing but a moth coming out here. And you can see the graffiti. Here lies Cadet Bone Spurs. John Barron was here. Spanky is a moron. Yeah. And there's great big guys carrying humongous bags of moolah out of his failed casino. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Jamie says Spanky was bad at sexy time. Yeah. All right. So, guys, now is the part of our show where we have the question and answer. And while you are formulating a question in your head, if you have not yet hit this subscribe button or the like thumbs up button, please do so. Please do it now. And Eponymous George says the House always wins with an WINDS. EG is a very clever young man here on the show. We appreciate the funny things you always find a way to say. Eric, Weed Whacker Eric here says Spanky's a failure at presidenting, among other things. And Solid Blue Sister says, okay, BDD. Wait. I'm laughing because of her question. Solid Blue Sister wants to know, do you put your toilet paper over, on, or under? Over. Of course. I'm not a savage. Excuse me. I see people debate this thing all the time. Personally, I think it works better over, but some folks prefer it to go under. I don't know why. Usually when you go to when you use a public restroom, or like when I was going potty at my at my old job, they always put it under, and it sucks when they do that, because then when the roll is too tight, like they jam a big fat roll in there, and then you're steady like pulling off one square at a time. It's stupid. So over. Let's see who's next. Cindy wants to know, which of 45's indictments and convictions do you think will snap the most supporters out of it? Cindy says she's thinking rapes. Maybe. No. Nope. No. And I got news for you. If you're thinking that a conviction will snap any of them out of it, you haven't been paying attention. Nothing will snap them out of it. Nothing short of being accused of eating a baby, a live baby, in front of 100 witnesses. Nothing short of that will snap them out of it. Because the rapes thing, the right wing is already inclined not to believe the victim ever. We've already known he's got more than 2 dozen accusers. More than 2 dozen credible accusers. That doesn't matter to them at all. It wouldn't matter to them if he said the N-word. In fact, I think he would gain more support if something came out about him saying the N-word. The financial stuff, they already believe that you should get away with as much as you can get away with. They don't mind that he's a criminal. They don't mind. They're with him. They're ride or die to the end. That's it. Ha! Let's see. Fox Hill Dream says that is the only casino that ever failed. And I see Ruby Begonia on Periscope. She's saying, at Farmer Vin, you need to get a life. Yeah, they do. But in the meantime, don't even tussle with them. If you see a troll, just block them. Just block them. I mean, because they're not popping up for me. I guess whatever I did, it blocks them from trolling me, but they're still able to troll you. So yeah, just block them and they'll be gone. Simple as that. Sarah says, oh no, a single downvote. So guys, make sure you please hit that thumbs up button to counteract that downvote. That's probably that troll Farmer Vin or whatever. It's fine. It happens. It happens. Trump Reaper says, everyone tweet hashtag the littlest president so we can make a trend. That would be cool. Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio. She wants to know, how long will you be in Twitmo? Oh, so did I not finish that story? Okay, so I was suspended for like a hot minute. And when I saw that, I was like, nope, click, delete. And they were like, okay, just don't do that shit again. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I deleted the tweet, they're like, all right, go on about your business. Go on about your business. You need to leave. Patty says, got lots of high school friends on there. That's nice. Courtney Wilkerson is just ignoring the trolls. Let's see. KM says, BDD hit me with another, you need to leave. It tickles the hell out of me. I should have done it on my man Benjamin's show. And Eric Johnson says, you BDD, you missed me shoveling out my truck trailer. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to see any more shoveling. I don't want to see any more shoveling. We got a ton of meltage over here. Meanwhile, yesterday it melted like crazy because it rained and then the temperature was like 46. So those big, massive icicles I had outside my house, they're gone. I'm sad. My son was building an igloo outside. He only got to the early formation stages, but he had a nice little mound going there. It's gone. Gone. Jamie from Wisconsin wants to know, over under on how many lawsuits coming after Spanky. That's a good question. So we know for a fact we got the E. Jean Carroll lawsuit. Hopefully that goes through. And then we have, I'm sure you're talking about the SDNY stuff and the Georgia stuff. I don't know. I'm going to guess maybe no less than 10. No less than 10. Jen Murphy says, you see the stimulus sailing through or not? I don't know about sailing through, but I think it'll get through. I think we'll get it. And ladies and gentlemen, as you know, my time have expire. I went over time. So I want to thank you once again for joining me on another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad. Now, don't forget, if you need to go out, please be sure to wear your masks. Two masks, two of them. Wear your gloves. Keep your social distance 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, pleasant evening. I'll see you guys here tomorrow, same time, same place. I love you all. Enjoy this lovely parting music. Peace. Hey. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Amanda Chandler. That's a cool name. Amanda Chandler. Hey! Happy birthday to Cindy. Happy birthday! Alaska. Hey, hey. That's my piano jam. Hey. Hey. Hey.